Hello friends, it's Aldana from Elements of Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a good old-fashioned deck haul. So I have received some beautiful gifts from our fellow tarot tubers who have become friends. So I'd like to share those with you. And then I realized that I have quite a number of other decks that I've accumulated over the last couple of months that I haven't really shared on the channel because I haven't had time to do so. So some of these you've seen in little glimpses on my Instagram page and Facebook page, but some of these are brand new to this channel. So I've got about 15 decks here, yes, 15, so buckle up and let's dive in. So the first gift I'd like to share comes from a name that I'm sure you all recognize. It's the lovely Johanna Waldo creator of the Scarab and Dahlia Tarot. She is a wonderful person and we started going back and forth. I sent her a few decks and she sent me a few decks and here we are. Included in her lovely package was this sparkly fairy quartz, which I love. I am a quartz girl through and through, so this tickled me. And then also a beautiful special edition of one of her scarabs. She had these specially made. She always includes one with her packages, when you order the deck, but that one was much smaller, so this is, I don't know, it's just beautiful. And then this little moon came from another seller. I just thought it was pretty. I think it's opalite. How fitting for Taylor Swift now. All right, so the first deck that Johanna sent me was the Aqua Maree. This is a collage tarot deck. I've also seen it recently on Honey Lou Wilson's channel. I haven't had too much time to spend with this deck because I just received it the other day. This is by Alexa Marie Harrington, and I think they're still in order, but it's a beautiful, colorful, lovely collage deck that I've always been intrigued by. Oh, look how pretty these backs are. I am all about color recently. I don't know. I live in New York and I'd say 95% of my wardrobe is black just because. But when it comes to decks and pretty much every other area of my life, I am in love with color. The more colorful, the better. Look how lovely these are. Strength, the Hermit. I can't wait to sit and really pore over these images. The Hanged Man, look at that. Ooh. I have so much respect for these bridge workers and skyscraper workers. I can't even imagine being up that high, much less working at that height. Here we have Death. Interesting. So there's a person in here. A couple of people below. Wow. Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to happen a lot with this deck. When I spend more time with it, you really can kind of dive in. And beautiful world card. Yeah, the more you look, the more you see. That's what I was trying to say. I love that. Six of Swords. Moving on. Yeah, so I'm very excited to start working with this deck. Next, from Johanna, she sent me the pocket version of the Adapt Tarot. I also got the guidebook, but I didn't bring it to my table here. It's like an oversized guidebook. It's really cool. I'm really digging the size of these cards. This one I did shuffle. I have been playing with a little bit. I like the borders. I like the colorful backs. Love. Ten of Wands. Let me know if you have the full-size version of this deck. But I'm digging the pocket size. I've taken it to work a couple of days. Oh, they're all willy-nilly. It shuffles beautifully. It's a great like matte cardstock. Also very colorful. Look at this beautiful sun card. Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it. And I'm sorry, I don't even know if these two decks are still available. I don't know if they're still in print or out of print, but when I upload this video, I will put whatever information I can find about these, all of these decks. Some of them are out of print. I purchased them on eBay, but I'll let you know before I show them. Yeah, that's a really cool little deck, and I'm very excited to have it in my collection. The Adapt Tarot. Oh yeah, this print is way too small. Based on the Rider-Waite-Smith. Della Mickey? I don't know. I'll put the creator next to the deck name. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to put the cards back into the boxes so that I don't have a massive mess. And I can keep track of what I've shown you guys. Okay, and the last deck that she sent me, but not the least, is the Soulless Tarot. So this one, the minute I saw it, she posted the picture of the box before she sent, you know, I was able to choose which decks I wanted. And as we are in the sort of darker time of the year, I thought this would be really cool to work with. Okay, so she did edge this deck like perfectly. I was so impressed. Like I probably would have done a black, but I love how she chose the gold to go with the card backs. It just looks so nice. Now check these out. They are on a really cool linen cardstock. They're very bendy. They do shuffle really well. Okay, they are a little glossy. You can see it's like reflecting in my light, so I'll try to hold them so you don't see that. So here's a magician. The artwork is really pretty and a little spooky. I suspect that there may be some AI in this deck. Look at that Hierophant, yikes. The Lovers. So I've seen this image before. In fact, I'm wondering if it's made, it's like the Romantic Tarot or something. I saw it on eBay, and there's an overseas seller selling the deck, and this was one of the images as part of that deck. So I don't know if it's like famous artwork or something, but I have seen that image before. Chariot, Justice, the Hermit. He's cool. Wheel of Fortune. So you can see it's kind of, oh, look at the, the lady with all the lions in her hair. Interesting. Hangman looks like some sort of bat or vampire. That's a cool death card. Temperance. The Tower. So look how pretty. It's really an interesting deck. The Moon. Looks like they're having a little moon party. The Sun. Judgment. That's a beautiful World card. Ace of Wands. That's also stunning. Two of Wands, 3. Some of them, I don't know, the meanings don't quite, I mean, that's cool, because the Four of Wands is sort of a homecoming, a celebration. So it's an interesting home, treehouse. There's the 5, 6, 7. The determination on their face. 9 of Wands. It's kind of interesting. This guy, look how tall he looks. Some of the proportions are weird. I don't know if that's meant to be that way, because it's kind of... Love that Queen of Wands with her candle crown and the King. They just have such a cool, foresty, spooky vibe. And I'm digging it. Oh, this guy's creepy. Oh, look at his face. It's like hauntingly beautiful. I think that's how I would best describe this deck. I'm very happy to have it in my collection. I think it's super cool. Oh, that's an extra card. I love these. I use them as bookmarks. King of Pence. Yeah, so that is the Soulless Tarot. Johanna, thank you so much. I love all of the 3 decks and your crystal and your scarab. I will treasure them. I appreciate you so much. And your collage remains my favorite. Okay, next is another gift from someone you will also recognize here from TarotTube. It's my friend Honey Lou. Honey Lou is the best. We share a mutual love of historic decks and quirky decks. So she sent me this deck for my birthday. It's the Cowgirl Tarot by Gentle Thrills. It was drawn by Isa Beniston from California. This arrived just yesterday. Honey Lou knew that it was my birthday on November 11th, so she offered to send me this awesome deck, and I accepted. I was so excited. I love this deck. Cowgirl is a little black and white dog who is the star of the show. These are the backs. And it's a Marseille deck, and Honey Lou knows that I've been on a Marseille kick lately. The cards are really nice. They're standard size and very colorful. And a beautiful smooth matte. There's like no lamination. Like I'm holding it right under the light and you can't even see. So they shuffle well, maybe a little stiff. This is a chunky deck, as you can see, but that's okay. So I love her. Look how cute. So this is the cup suit. They're all hearts. In the sword suit, she has kind of a love affair with a dragon, which is adorable. Her, I don't know if it's a love affair or if these pigeons are her enemies, but they show up every once in a while. Again, the 3 of Hearts, look how cute. Here's the Fool. She's got personality and sass, and it just makes me smile, and when I use it, I'm gonna think of Honey Lou and how sweet she is. Look at her face. I want to show you the High Priestess card. It made me laugh out loud. There's the Tower. Look, the Lover. She's looking in a mirror. So bones are wands, hearts are cups. And we have the pentacles. Four of Cups. It says, I am beautiful, I am smart, I am pretty. She's howling at the moon. Knight of Cups. The Pope. I love this deck. Okay, so here she is dreaming about her dragon. And that's her nightmare card. They meet up and they fly together. They go on this journey and then the dragon leaves. And she's heartbroken. The Hanged Cow, look at the little leaf. Ace of Coins. King of Swords, Queen of Coins. There's another one of those pigeons or ducks. Six of Cups. Let me show you. Oh, this is Nine of Pentacles. Ye old scratcher. Like a, you know, like a lottery card. The Star. I'm gonna probably do a whole walkthrough of this because it's just too cute not to. But I wanted to include it in this video. Anyway, for the High Priestess, I obviously wasn't able to find it, but it says her book of knowledge. You can see the word snacks written on it. It made me laugh out loud. Oh, and it comes with this cute pull-out pamphlet with kind of one word. Oh, maybe you can see it here. Look at the High Priestess. I don't know if it'll focus. Let's see. Snacks. So funny. Act now. Very interesting. Very interesting descriptions. Very simple explanations. So again, I'm really excited to work with this deck and use it. Thank you, Honey Lou. I adore you. All right, so that's it for my gifted decks. And let's do some mass market. I just have 3. Okay, so let's do, okay, so this one's been around for a while. It's a Lo Scarabeo deck. It's called the Ancient Italian Tarot. This deck is so beautiful. I know that Simon from the Hermit's Cave loves it and features it quite often in his, like, you know, favorite deck videos. But the illustrations are so gorgeous. They're so detailed, especially the majors. It's like so delicate, the line work. The colors are beautiful. Look at that. It's just stunning. So I decided, you know, it's very inexpensive. It was under $20 and I wanted to add it. Look at the pretty backs. I wanted to add it to my collection and I did. It's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful deck. I like that it has the, I don't want to say regular numbers, but they're not the Roman numerals, so it's very easy to read at quick glance. Look at the Lovers. Oh, I love this. That's the Ancient Italian Tarot. Then this next one is another pocket deck. Called, this one I got for $10. It's the Medieval Mischief Tarot by Ricardo Gil Ferraro. This is a US Games deck, which is my favorite mass market publisher. And it's a very interesting Marseille. Yeah, that's the title card. And then it also comes with this glyph chart, which is very helpful, like, because I'm still learning the planet names and the planet symbols rather, and the zodiac symbols. So it's a cute little reference card that comes with it. Comes with a color guidebook with glossy pages. I highly recommend this deck. I think it's a good bang for your buck. It's a great little size. These are the backs, they're reversible. So the whole deck is like these interesting creatures, you'll see. But it's definitely a pocket deck. Again, which I've been very much enjoying. It's like the perfect deck to travel with or throw into your bag. So they are black and white with some colored elements. Each card gets the elemental sign and the zodiac sign. So here's like the Four of Swords, the Hermit. When I saw the few pictures that were online, I instantly could connect which card it was just by the images and the symbols in it. Two of Cups, Seven of Coins, Eight of Wands. So he's got like these little medieval demon type creatures. Ace of Cups, Seven of Wands, Five of Wands, an angel and a devil. It's interesting. Three of Coins working together. Four of Coins. Look, he's on the chest. But they're just so simple and intuitive, and I'm really enjoying it. Look at the tail on the skeleton for Scorpio. Amazing. The time, the hourglass, the snake. Really cool. So the one thing is interesting though, they're all like in English, but the C is for Chevalier, which is like the knight. Everything else corresponds to English. So Judgment, Two of Wands, Nine of Wands. Look, he's holding the mouth open. Three of Cups, Two of Swords. So it's a pip deck. Here's two Knights, Swords, and Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. This one is, Strength or Lust, I guess. Yeah. Interesting. Five of Cups. So anyway, I'm really loving it. I think it's smart, clever. I love the cardstock. It's typical US games, very sturdy, gives that satisfying riffle shuffle. I'm very happy. And again, I got this on Amazon for like 10 bucks. So go grab it while it's still available. It's a quality deck. Be a good stocking stuffer for Christmas, right? And my last mass market is the Golden Tarot of Marseille. This is also by Lo Scarabeo. It's very pretty, very shiny, of which I love shiny things. This I saw on Nova's channel, I believe, Nova Mundi. Cardstock is good. It's thin, but it's high quality. I do think there might be a core, or maybe it's just the foiling that makes it more sturdy. But I like the cream borders. It's a typical Marseille with just like a gold background. So it's very shiny and very pretty, and for a mass market price you really can't beat it. It's like an upgrade to your typical Marseille. It's just, yeah, it's really pretty. And just look, it's just so cool. And it's not just plain gold, it has like, there's like a pattern. It's almost like paisley or something. You can kind of see there behind all the cards. So that is the Golden Tarot of Marseille. Next, I will do my eBay decks, because there's another one that's very similar to this, only it's the jumbo size. So this, as I said, I bought it on eBay. The listing said out of print. I don't think that's the case, but it is sold in Spain. And I think that they said that they are temporarily pausing all shipments, particularly to the United States. So this is the Tarot de Marseille, produced by, or published by LeMat. And it was created by Daniel Rodas and Encarna Sundes? What did I write? Oh, I apologize. I'll put it in the description. I couldn't find the box that it came in. So this is a beautiful deck. This is an oversized Marseille. This is, you can see it's much taller and wider. These are the backs. These are very thin. But I think because of the foiling, it keeps its shape. It bends back. It doesn't stay bent, which is good. And these are just stunning again. Just full on shine everywhere. It's so, so pretty. I did notice after shuffling, I don't see any visible damage, but there were little specks of gold on my reading cloth when I was done. And I was just doing like overhand shuffling because I can't get my hands around this to do a riffle. But I'm going to be a little more gentle with it. And that's why I'm glad that I have the Lo Scarabeo, because that one I can, shuffle the crap out of and it'll be fine. But this one I'm going to be a little more precious with because I don't want it to be damaged in any way. Oh, look, so it's not just gold, but if you can see, the eyes are silver. So it's kind of cool when you angle it just right, they kind of look at you directly. I'm not doing a good job here. I don't know, but trust me, they're all silver. All of the eyes. Here's one. I don't know how to show that. Oh, there we go. Doo-doo. It's a little creepy, but cool. Yeah, so I love this deck too. It's very beautiful. I love anything that takes it to the next level. Like, it's the same with my RWS decks. I have, the blue box Blushing Fool, which is amazing. But then I also have the Ancient Aurum by Destiny, which that's like my favorite RWS, because it's all of the traditional images, the excellent cardstock, but then it has the gold foil splatters everywhere. It just makes it feel more special to me. Okay. That's that. Another indie deck, which I'm sure you guys will all recognize. This I purchased on eBay because it is out of print in this blue edition. I saw this on Robin's Reflections. She did a whole Marseille collection video, and she said that this is like her winter deck, and I totally see why, and I wanted to get my own copy. So this is the Aurora Tarot by Cocorina. One of my first tarot decks was actually, one of my first pip decks was from Cocorina. She did the illustrations for the Soulless Tarot by, oh gosh, I can't remember who, Christina something, I think. Anyway, those are the beautiful ones with the roses in the back and the gold foil kind of images. And I've followed her for years. I've purchased artwork from her. I've purchased note cards from her. I've backed her Kickstarters. I have her rune deck. I have some books by her. There's like a divination book, bibliomancy. So I'm in love with Cocorina, and I know that right now she has this tarot deck. No, the Divine Feminine. It's on Kickstarter right now. I don't know how much longer it's going to be. I didn't back it because now that I have this, I feel like I'm good. But this comes, again, like all of her products. It's very luxe. It's a linen, beautiful linen cardstock with gold foiling. It smells delicious. I don't know why, just the ink or the paper, it just smells so good. These are the backs, but see if you can get the idea of like why this is such a perfect winter deck. It's got the gold foil shows up on all the cards, but it's this very simple color palette. It's like this cream and gold and shades of blue, and then sparkly details. It's just gorgeous. So I'm very happy to have this Marseille. It shuffles like a dream. The titles are on the bottom with the gold foil. The Devil, Ace of Cups. It's a very divine feminine deck. The Lovers. It's just got that dreamy, blue, icy kind of feeling. And I really am excited to use it this winter. So gorgeous. Ace of Coins. So, you know, you may still be able to find this blue version on eBay. And then she does have like just a black and gold version that may still be on her website. Okay. So that's the Aurora Tarot in the blue and gold edition. Okay, my last, nope. I have two more eBay decks. This is one that I've had my eye on for a while. I owned, actually I still own the Make Playing Cards version, but it had such a horrible smell to it. I don't know if it was the, you know, like they do like this UV coating or something. It just had this yucky smell. I couldn't use it. So I found this version online on eBay, which is very interesting because it comes in a 2-piece box. And this version came with something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 extra cards with all of the meanings on them. So I was like, bonus. So I got this very inexpensively. It was still in the shrink wrap. It was brand new. And I'm very happy to, and it doesn't smell like the other one. But this is like, you know how they say people have hug decks? This is my hug deck. It's so gentle and so sweet. I love all the hand-drawn illustrations. It's very Rider-Waite-Smith, so it's easy to follow. Like how perfect. There's no person there. I like that. It's very earthy. Just whenever I need some comfort or I'm having a very stressful day, I use this deck to calm me down. Like that's such a positive 3 of Swords. Everything's gentle, the colors, the faces are sweet. I highly recommend this deck. It's like I said, it's a hug deck without being too cheesy. I'm not into the little, you know, teddy bears and unicorns and rainbows. But this is right up my alley. It's such an easy reader. Four of Wands, that Queen of Cups. I love it so much. That Tower. Queen of Pentacles. This is also a perfect spring deck. It just has a lot of the bright, sunny, flowery images. And that's the Maree Tarot. Okay, and my last eBay deck, which I ended up putting in this tin because the box it came in was like just in bad shape. So this is the 1973 Grimaud Marseille. This is a chunky deck on very thick cardstock. Very thick cardstock. I don't know if you guys can see, but oof, like doesn't even move. It is about as high as a standard tarot, but a little bit narrower. It's very hard to riffle, but it does give a satisfying overhead shuffle. The cardstock is kind of a satiny matte, I would say. It has a little sheen to it. But I like the color palette. It just pops. This is also an unusual edition. So there's the Ancien Tarot de Marseille, which is the edition, I believe, that has the card names in both languages. But this one only has English, which I find very interesting. The others like have two titles, and this one just has the King of Money. It's so interesting to me. The Queen of Cups. The colors are almost like fluorescent, like yellow and blue and red. They just, I don't know, they feel good. They're really sturdy. They're gonna last a while. And green, obviously. But the images are sharp and clean. And I really like these older vintage Marseilles. I have the Swiss Marseille from Fournier coming any day. That was another eBay purchase. And this you can find on eBay still. I think I paid $25. It was not expensive at all. So if you can get this as opposed to a, you know, like Lo Scarabeo for the same price, why not get a vintage? The cards were in great condition even though the box wasn't. So you just have to look and, you know, really look at all of their pictures that they provide, and you can luck out like I did. The Emperor, King of Clubs instead of Wands, and the Fool. Yeah, so that's my Grimaud. And the box is perfect. I got this little tin box on Amazon. I think the box cost as much as the deck. Okay, finally. These are the indie decks that I have pretty recently obtained. So I've done a full walkthrough of the Golden Age Tarot by Daniel Martin Diaz. And I was so in love with the card quality that I took a closer look at his website, and I ended up buying, two more of his decks, the colored edition of the Earth Magic Tarot and the Myth Oracle. I did also buy the book. Daniel's decks came with a couple of free prints. This is one of my favorite cards, the Two of Swords. I just think that is stunning. So with the Golden Age, I also got an even larger, like a poster, not quite a poster. I'd say twice the size of this And that one I put on my wall. It's so pretty. So this I'm using as kind of a bookmark. The book is okay. I thought it was a little overpriced. It's not in color, but I figured this deck had a lot of alchemical references that I wanted to be sure I was getting all of the proper information. So I purchased the book. This deck, again, I opened this from the bottom because I don't want to break the seal. This Expert Playing Card Company makes the best, or has the best cardstock by far. It's a gorgeous linen. It's the same as Pagan Otherworld, so if you know that deck, that's exactly what this is. It's stunning. Shuffles like a dream. So we have, that's the, you know, like the title card kind of. No, this is the title card. That's just an extra with his logo. And then here are the cards. I love the coloring in this deck. It's a very easy reader. Again, it's very RWS, but with extra glyphs and symbols. And I'm really enjoying it. Page of Wands, Three of Coins. I love the queens in this deck. They're magical. And the Empress. I like how also the major arcana are almost larger than life. You know, like look at the Queen next to the tree. And then look at the houses and the Emperor card. The King of Cups, look at the Nine of Coins. The Hermit is awesome. Oh, look at the Empress. I love that her arm, or hand rather, is their branches, both of them. Very alchemical. Four of Coins. Look at the Queen of Swords with her dragon. Stunning. Ten of Swords, Two of Cups. This is a beautiful deck and I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. His decks do tend to sell out, so I would go to his website as soon as possible and get your hands on this because it's special, as is the Golden Age. Page of Swords, the Moon, Nine of Swords, the Chariot, the Tower. You get the idea. Look at the Lovers. It's just their nerves, which is so interesting because the connection is more than physical, right? It's the attraction, it's the emotion. Anyway, there are a million walkthroughs of this deck online, so it's the Earth Magic, the colored edition by Martin Diaz. Stunning deck. Very happy to have it in my collection. Okay, we have 3 left, guys. This is, as I mentioned, the Myth Oracle. This one came, the others all came in tuck boxes, but this was in a hard box. Inside, the cards are actually in a tuck box, but I ended up not using it because this fits perfectly. Look at these in bright red Martin Diaz logo. This is a little insert. Title card. Little guidebook, which I actually use a lot. So what I'll do with this deck is I will pull a card and then I will read the entry in the guidebook. So each card gets a page with the keywords on top and then a description. The first paragraph is always what you are seeing in the artwork, and then it talks about, you know, when you pull this card, and then reversed meanings. Great little guidebook. And look at these. It's the same style as the Earth Magic, which is obviously his style, but it's line drawings with these gorgeous archetypes. This one looks really nice with his Golden Age Tarot. It's kind of the same creamy, the Golden Age is in color, but it has kind of muted colors and matches this perfectly. And it would also go really well with the first edition of the Earth Magic Tarot, which is also kind of a, it's not really sepia, but same color tones. Death. Look at this change card. Beautiful. Longing. Transform. Burden. Looks like Atlas, maybe. Melancholia. Oh, Medusa for betrayal. Knowing. Looks like a crone. Enigma. Continuum. Maiden Mother Crone, maybe. Or a past ancestor. Yeah. Dissonance. Surrender. They have one of the cards in here is really cool. It's Sasquatch as the outlier. I have to find him. Here we go. The outlier, I love it. So great. So this is the Myth Oracle by Daniel Martin Diaz. He is uber talented, and you can trust that whatever deck you purchase from him will be the highest quality. All right, final two. This one I've had for a little while. It's by Artisan Tarot. It's the restoration of the Jacques Vieville. I think I'm saying that correctly. It is also on exquisite linen cardstock. I love the sort of muted color palette. It's the traditional palette of like red, yellow, blue, and green, but the colors are just a little different from the primary colors. And they also have a lot of gradations, so they kind of mix together. It's so crisp and clean. I love the white backgrounds. This particular Marseille, the Vieville, is kind of quirky, which I love. The facial expressions are excellent. They're all like a little, sometimes grumpy. Look at the King of Pence. Gorgeous. Justice. King of Swords. Just really a beautifully done restoration. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, they're not named or numbered in any way, but that's okay. There's a Sun card. So here's the Moon with the kind of the spinning of fate. Magician. There's the Tower. Chariot. The Lovers. Beautiful Temperance. This guy just kind of randomly poking out. It makes me laugh. So here we have the star with his sectant. What is it called? I don't know. I'm at a loss for words today. Knight of Wands. They're just so beautiful. I think Jacques Vieville, a putty, Hermit, the Emperor, La Pendule, Death. Yeah, so this is a gorgeous. I love this devil, which actually shows up again in the next deck that I'm going to show you, and the last deck. So that's Artisan Tarot. They do amazing restorations, and this is it was a first edition, 2,000 decks. It was on sale for $31. So go check out their website. I'm not sure how much longer the sale is going to be on. And last but certainly not least is a deck that I received just a few days ago, but it has quickly become a favorite of mine. This is the Bacus Tarot 2nd edition by Nova Mundi. My edition is from Game Crafter. I'm very thankful. This is a new option that she's given us for those of us who live in the States. It was much, much cheaper than ordering through Make Playing Cards. Nova Mundi, she's amazing. She's done so many really cool decks. But what got me about this one is that it's a reproduction of the Vandenborre Tarot, created in Belgium. It's a Tarot of Marseille Type 2 tradition with regional variations. And in this, the Popess and Pope cards are replaced by Captain Fracasse and Bacchus, reflecting anti-clerical sentiment in the 18th century Flanders. These are her. She has game decks on Make Playing Cards and Game Crafters, and then all the places to find her. You can take a screenshot. And then here's a description of the Spanish captain for the Popess, and Bacchus, the Roman god of wine, ecstasy, revelry, and he replaces the traditional Pope card, which is amazing. So these are her backs. This is completely hand-drawn and hand-painted. But wait till you see these colors. Oh, fantastic. Completely hand-drawn. Nova, this deck is something else. L'Amour. The colors, look at these. Oranges, yellows, teal blue, purple, aqua, bright green, mint green. I can't. It's so gorgeous. Here's the Empress. And this is Temperance. So it's very similar to the Vieville. Same kind of characters. So some of the pens have the blue, some have the green. This is her 2nd edition, so I know that she did add some extra colors in. I think especially on the sword suit, she just added some. I love this like orange and fuchsia. It's stunning. Beautiful Queen of Coins. Look at her swords. And the reds and the oranges. It's yummy. So the Hangman is actually upright, which is interesting. I think that's also in my Milanese Tarot by Marco Benedetti. That I did a whole walkthrough of. And that one's also has my heart because of the amazing colors in it. It's diverse, but the colors are where it's at for this deck. I love it so much. Queen of Wands. This combo is everything. The Hermit, which is interesting because he has a book, not a lantern. Love it. One of my Lo Scarabeo decks has this Hermit as well, only he's sitting down with an open book. Here's the same devil as we just saw in the Jacques Vieville, with the wings and the eyes everywhere. Vandenborre, King of Coins, Queen of Cups, the Sun, the World. There's that funny little guy again. Yeah. Okay, so this is the Spanish captain instead of the Popess or the High Priestess. Hopefully we'll see Bacus. Page of Wands, King of Cups with his little shorts. This is the Moon. Cups, 10 of Swords. Knight of Coins. The Chariot with one horse, which is interesting. Is that an Ibis? 2 of Swords. La Force, Strength. King of Swords. Page of Swords. I love his mustache. That is epic. The Fool, which is at 22, so he comes after the major arcana. There's Death. There's Bacus instead of the Pope. Let me read what he says, what the card says. Bacchus, the Roman god of wine, ecstasy, and revelry, replaces the traditional Pope card in this deck. It represents excess, indulgence, and worldly pleasure. It warns against overindulgence, urging moderation, awareness of desires, and grounding joy into sustainable, meaningful living. I love it. There's the Tower, the Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, the Star, and the 5 of Swords. So again, that is the Bacus Tarot, 2nd edition by Nova Mundi. And again, this is a wonderful ending to a bunch of really fantastic decks. So if you're still here, I think this is the longest video I've ever done. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for allowing me to share my lovely new gifts and purchases with you. And I hope that you all have a fantastic day and stay safe until the next time. Take care, friends. Bye.